started. So take me 2 seconds to take attendance. Of course, I got to mark a lot of people absent, but. There's an automatic button. Oh, marked category absent. And Andy, I don't think has to be here because she graduated. No, Tori. Same with Johnny. Brooke. Yes. Amir. Wonder if you would mark somebody tardy. That'd be interesting. All right. So we are going to get back. And today we are going to discuss federalism. You guys remember what federalism actually is? I'm going to unmute everybody because you need to talk. What is federalism? Oh, somebody's typing it in, looking it up. I am going to say right now in our country, we're using more or having more federalism than we ever have in a long time. And there's also been a lot of debates over it. Nothing? Michael? Howard? Tay? Anything? Federalism is... Huh? What'd you say, Taylor?
It's a form of government.
Yeah, it is a form of government. It's a where you take power. You have a central government, and you have a smaller government, like a state government or a province. And it's basically where you separate the powers. Why do I say we are using it more than we ever have right now? What do you guys think with that? And I'm going to probably have you guys, this will be next week's assignment is going to be on federalism and how we are using it. What do you guys think? Think about it. If it's powers between central and states and government, how do you think we're using it? What's going on right now that federalism is happening?
The states have to go by what they think for like how they're reopening the states because of the coronavirus. It's not something that the central government is doing as a whole.
Yeah, that's good, Taylor. And President Trump has given each governor that power, correct? Saying you decide on what you feel is best for your state. Is there a lot of blaming going on between federal and state governments? And you got to look at it this way. It's a lot of blaming as far as being prepared for this, where you have states blaming the national government and you have the national government blaming the states. And I'm talking as far as supplies that are needed in hospitals, down to just even coming up for a vaccine and taking it serious. I mean, you think about way in the beginning, President Trump said it was, more of like a joke, and it was more real than what he thought. So what do you guys think on that? Anybody? I mean, the big discussion, it's basically what we're going to have our assignment on too, is the voting. And we're going to talk about that Wednesday. But where people complained right now. I mean, you guys got to think of our economy and the collapsing. Basically, it's gone. There's 43.1 million people that have filed for unemployment. That is like crazy and absurd amount of people. What do you guys think on that? Oh, we gotta talk. Gotta have class discussion or it's not gonna go. We only have to go 8 more minutes. So talk to me. What do you think, Michael?
I think it's kind of sad that so many people have had to file for unemployment, but like,
Do you think the economy is going to be able to bounce back?
I sure hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. Well, what do you think this whole situation has made us do as far as waking up? Do you think there has to be more stuff made in the United States?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, and I think we have to get more back to being a manufacturing and stop buying and basically depending on China. I mean, we import almost everything from China, and we have to stop doing that. I mean, you think about the situation. Car companies have opened up and started making hand sanitizer, and they're making the mask, and they're also chipping in and making the ventilators. So, I mean, I think we have to get back because we're out of it. I mean, you think about for safety purposes in hospitals for the nurses and doctors, they're running out of these things. So I think now we have to be less dependent on them. Plus, I think it's opened up a lot more areas where people can work at home. As far as jobs and stuff, has your parents been able to keep working through the whole time, guys?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Well, yeah, my dad's a pizza delivery guy, and my mom's a physical therapist assistant, so.
Yeah, and has your mom been able to work with that physical therapy?
Oh yeah, she's been loaded. They let off a whole bunch of people from her company, and so now she has like 30 patients every week and stuff, and it's crazy.
Oh, so that's good that she's been able to stay on and yeah. Taylor, what about you? Dad's kind of retired, isn't he?
My parents both don't work. Well, my
They're-
dad flips houses, so we can still do that.
Yeah. Well, he probably just does it as needed, right?
It's more of a hobby.
Yeah. I gotcha. Well, he's at that age where he's retired and ready to move on to different things. So, what types of jobs, and we're probably going to get into this discussion more Friday, but what type of jobs are out there? I mean, if you're thinking about 43.1, there's still jobs out there. I know my mom even still works in a factory, and she's been able to keep going this whole entire time. So what type of jobs are out there? What do you guys think? If you had to go find one today, what do you think you'd be looking for?
Grocery store.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely work in a grocery store. Those never stopped. Definitely being a cashier, produce, meat, those definitely are thriving still. What else?
I'm sure like fast food and stuff.
Yeah, fast food hasn't, I don't think, stopped. I think that's been pretty consistent. A lot of restaurants are opening back up. I'm a little worried about the small businesses, though, and restaurants like somebody said the diner's going to reopen, I think, May 21st. And hopefully people, stay local and go to these establishments because we got to keep them going. Your Walmarts and your big conglomerates are always going to be there. We got to take care of these small, local, little places. Michael, your area of technology, what do you think jobs are there?
Honestly, I really don't know.
Well, I mean, you think about it. I mean, are a lot of people working at home? From
Oh yeah,
home?
sure. Like, so my mom has CEUs that she has to get done. She has like 10 hours left, but
Hmm.
none of her devices would run Adobe Flash because Chrome stopped supporting it. So
Ah.
we went to Walmart to buy a new computer. Well, yeah, a new one, and they had 2 left. We couldn't find the one we needed.
Wow.
So yeah, everybody's like going out and buying new computers and stuff so they can work from home, but
Yeah.
it just sucks.
Well, you even think about the wiring and the systems behind it. I mean, providing the internet service and running wires. I mean, I had to get faster. Finally, we were able to get it. They actually even dug a little trench to a pole so I could get faster internet and actually come out and wire the pole. And so, I mean, all those people, those type of jobs are definitely in demand too. And behind the scenes, like my wife's a nurse and she's been able to work at home. She's more on the administrative side of it, but she's been able to work at home. So, now you haven't said anything. What about you? You awake, Howie? Not going to talk today? No bonus points for talking? What do you guys think, though, as far as federalism? Where has there been friction? You even think about Florida and the national government. Where do you think there's been friction there? Taylor, this is your place, Florida.
What about it?
Yeah, where's there? Have you paid attention to what's going on there?
Well, they opened the beaches on one side of the state, and then the people from the other side of the state went to the beaches on the west because the east beaches were still closed. So now they closed the west beaches because people were crowding them because they were coming from the east side.
Well, I gotcha. Well, that was the big debate in the beginning, though. They had said that they had to close them, and they didn't close them. They kept them open. So that was a huge problem in the beginning. That was the big debate there. So I bet you they'll open both beaches up pretty quick, though.
It's pretty bad in Fort Lauderdale right now.
Is it? Was it
Yeah.
as far as the virus or just the economy and stuff?
The virus is bad.
Oh, the virus, yeah. They said in warmer states, though, that it's actually going to attack it a little more and be a little better. So, wow, Elizabeth, she's coming on and we're almost done. Liz, you're a little late to the party.
I joined the wrong one.
Which one's you joined?
The one for Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
And I fell asleep.
And you fell asleep. Okay. I gotcha. Nice picture.
Thanks.
So looking Wednesday, and I want you guys to dig into this a little bit. Wednesday, we're going to be talking about voting and the problem that it's happened and the seriousness of it right now. What has Ohio done? Why has people been complaining about it? Why is it a problem? And just try to get your guys' input. I'll go over the assignment real quick. Let me share my screen. All right. Basically, there's been a lot of debates on the voting system, which we're going to talk about. Many elections were canceled and rescheduled for a later date. Some of them are just doing mail-in votes. So basically what I'm going to have you guys do is you're going to write, this is the assignment for the week, you're going to have to write a one-page paper answering these questions. It must be in Arial or Times New Roman, must be size 12 font, and you're allowed to double space. I don't care if it's not a full, complete page, but try to get close to it. Questions? What has happened in the state of Ohio for the 2020 elections? Why have people been so upset with this? And then I'm going to get into your opinion. How do you feel about it? And then, do you think they should have canceled elections and have scheduled them for a different date or continued on with them? Why or why not? How do you feel about mail-in votes? And they've talked about doing online voting. How do you feel about that? If they do mail-in voting and online, do you think it will be accurate? If they do this process, how do you think the American people will feel? So basically, that is our assignment. Do you guys have any questions on that?
Nope.
No? All right. That's going to be our big discussion for Wednesday, too. So I think that'll help you guys write the paper when we talk. But going into it, I want you guys to look it up and get on your other classmates. We got to get in here because, like I said, I am taking attendance and doing it. Career class, they had to wake up at 8, and they did pretty good. What other classes you guys been to?
None.
Algebra 2.
Liz, you been to none? What did you say, Tick?